What's up, guys? It's Zach bringing you the Tuesday roundup for LRM at the Hollywood Casino 400 at this past Sunday at Kansas Motor Speedway. Let's start the review now. First off, this is the first race in the contender round for the Chase for the Sprint Cup, so it was very important, and you could say it went a disaster for some of the main players in this race. I'm going to call this the disaster race. Long green flag started the race. It looked like everything was going good. We had green flag pit stops. Kevin Harvick led through that. Then we had debris caution, another caution because the restarts were hectic as hell. And then lap 85, Jimmy Johnson got caught up in a wreck with Greg Biffle and Justin Allgaier. This started really when turn 4, Jeff Gordon and Jake McMurray were coming out of there, and Jake McMurray was on the inside of Jeff Gordon, got loose, hit Jeff Gordon's left rear quarter panel, and put him in the wall a little bit, and it stacked up the field going into turn 1 and 2 because Jeff Gordon didn't wreck. He saved it. He barely hit the wall. He slowed down a lot though and lost all his momentum, so it stacked up the field, causing Jimmy Johnson to get caught up in some really bullshit. But and they had big damage, had to go behind the wall, and they would finish 40th. I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you about that here in a second. Lap 122, Junior had led 45 laps after that restart from Jimmy Johnson's wreck. And all of a sudden, coming out of turn 4, his right front blows. That is the biggest blow, man. Like I was really sad for that because Junior really deserved this race. He definitely had a car that was a top 3 car, if not a winning car, because he was gone, man. It was ridiculous, and it just sucks to see right front tires blow out when you're leading the race. Like, it's probably the worst feeling ever. Let's skip to lap 160. Brad Keselowski blew a right front tire too. You think he was running 6th, man? It's Goodyear. I don't know. It's just these tracks are going so fast. I don't know if it's Goodyear's problem. The team's doing over aggressive setups. I don't know. Goodyear's actually investigating the problem. So right now, lap 160, we had the 88, which is Dillon Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and Brad Keselowski behind the wall for repairs already. And that's a big blow in their chase hopes. They really have to put the next 2 races together. Lap 167 for the restart, Joey Logano would lead. And on that one, run, we saw Kyle Larson look really fast, man. He drove from, I think, 4th from the restart to 2nd, caught Joe Logano in traffic, and just rode behind him. They were running pretty similar lap times, so it looked like it was going to be a pretty good battle between them two. With 52 to go, Kevin Harvick reported to his team, "Hey, I think I have a right front tire going down." He didn't want to end up like Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski and Dillon Jr. and blow it out and be behind the wall with repairs. So they came down, they changed the right front, said it was nothing wrong with it. So just a vibration. Don't know. I've read something about a lot of drivers said these tires are so hard that they chatter a lot. So if you're off on the setup just a little bit, you'll feel like you have a tire going down sometimes. So they don't really know. It's hard to tell. With 50 to go, Joe Logano leads. He was really fast, man. Then we would have a caution, and we'd have some strategy played out with the pit stops under caution. Ryan Newman would take the lead with 2-tire pit stop. And with 28 to go, it's the restart into the first corner. Joey Logano takes the lead. And he was pretty much setting sail from there. And this was our last restart of the race. At 26 to go, Kyle Larson would pass Kyle Busch for 2nd. And he caught the 22, but he just couldn't get by at the end of the race. Like, it's really hard to pass. The aero stuff is just amazing there because the big rear downforce and stuff. The big spoolers cutting up the air. It's really hard to pass when you get behind someone, especially when you get really close. So let's go. Let me tell you the top 10. And first you had Joey Logano with the win, who is now in the next round already because he's locked in with this win. Then you would have Kyle Larson finish 2nd. Who, man, them guys are lucky he's not in the chase because he would be right there, man. Right there in the battle. Kyle Busch would come on 3rd for his first top 5 in Kansas. He was super happy, man. I've never seen Kyle Busch so happy, and this is like a new Kyle Busch, man. I gotta say something about this because he hadn't been complaining a lot lately. I think he's turning the corner maybe as a driver and getting more mature and can take it. And my driver, I had 2 drivers of the race. And then finishing 4th would be my driver of the race, Mark Truex Jr. in 78 car. He finished 4th, man. That is a good run because they've been putting together some good runs lately, and now it's finally come to this. I'm really happy to see that because he's had a tough year, man. And we're all praying for his wife with breast cancer. And fifth would be Carl Edwards. Good run for him. Sixth, Ryan Newman. He held on to sixth. That's Ryan Newman. He's hard as hell to pass. Denny Hamlin would finish seventh, my bad. Eighth would be Austin Dillon. He's my other driver of the race because he finished really well, man. That's a good finish for him. It's good to see rookies finish up there like Kyle Larson. I mean, Kyle Larson would be my pick as driver of the race, but he's been doing this for the last couple weeks now, so it's not a surprise. Paul Menard would come in ninth, and Brian Vickers would end up 10th. And let me get your chasers. These are the finishing spots for the chase drivers. You would have Kevin Harvick, who finished 12th, which he had the right front tire problem, but I'd say they recovered pretty well for 12th. Jeff Gordon would finish 14th. He recovered from his problems hitting the wall and getting almost wrecked by Jamie McMurray. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Joey Logano finished first. He's locked into the next round. Brad Keselowski finished 36th. Jimmy Johnson finished 40th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished 39th. That is some really bad finishes for some of the main contenders in the chase. That's crazy. You would have Kyle Busch coming on third, who is going to be second in points now because of that. Then you got third in points, Carl Edwards, who finished fifth. You got fourth in points, Ryan Newman, who finished sixth, and fifth in points you got Denny Hamlin, who finished seventh. Matt Kenseth would come up and finish 13th, and Casey Kane did wreck. That was the caution for lap 28. He would come back to finish 22nd though, a lap down. So pretty decent for being wrecked, at near the end of the race. So they recovered, and yeah, right now on your drivers out of contention are Casey Kane, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So 3 Hendrick drivers. So Hendrick had big problems, and Jeff Gordon's right on the bubble. So Hendrick definitely needs to step it up at Charlotte and Talladega if they want to continue their chances to win the title. And Brad Keselowski also, very bad finish for him. I pray for those dudes. And another thing before I end this video, guys, everybody needs to pray for Jules Bianchi. If you ain't heard of him, he's a Formula 1 driver from Marussia. He's had a very bad wreck at the Japanese Grand Prix this last Sunday, and he has really severe brain damage or trauma. So we really need to pray for him, and I hope a speedy recovery, and I pray. So that's the end of my video, guys. That's the Tuesday talk, and this week Charlotte, can't wait. It's my home track. Peace out, guys.